Hello and welcome everyone. We are continuing with our topic organs of government. Till now we have discussed India is having a unicameral legislature which consists of parliament at the center, again which has two houses, Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house and Rajya Sabha is the upper house and the permanent house. At the state level, we are having the state legislative assemblies and the state legislative councils. How the Lok Sabha functions? Same way at the state level, legislative assemblies functions, and how the Rajya Sabha functions at the same manner, legislative councils functions, though all the states are not having legislative councils. Next comes the executives. At the center level, we are having the president, prime minister, vice president and his council of ministers. So let's move on to the topic further and just discuss the executives at the state level. In our previous session, we have discussed about the chief minister and his council of ministers. Next comes the administrative executives, okay, at the state level, administrative system. So political executives, they forms various policies in different fields. Likewise, nowadays you must be having this news regarding new vaccination, how it should be given to the people, or new education policies. So who take decision? They are going to implement all these things. They are being taken by the political executives. Now how they are going to be implemented, or how these policies or programs will reach to the people, that is being executed by the administrative executives. So administrative executive advises and guides the state executives in the matters of policies. It provides required information and figures. Suppose now this vaccination has to be given and this decision has been taken by the central government and by the respective state governments. Now this decision is being taken by whom? By the political executives. Okay. Now how it will reach to the people? Who will formulate the policies and the programs? Who will provide all the required data? How much age group the people are? Which should be given first? All that data and information will be provided by the administrative executives and they will implement the policies and programs of the government. Okay, and even they can provide the required suggestions, but political executives are not bound to follow the advice and suggestions of the administrative executives. Okay, no matter how important or welfare oriented are the policies or the laws, if they are not effectively implemented by the administrative executives. Suppose this program of vaccination, it is a nice, quite noble cause. Okay, it should be given to each and every Indian citizen. But if that program is not being implemented properly by the administrative executives, will that be a successful program? No. Okay. So how important or welfare oriented policies may be, if they are not being implemented by the administrative executives, then its purpose is marred or that is not being fulfilled. So the administrative system provides the necessary backup to the executive in the formulation and implementation of the policies. Expert and professionally efficient and experienced public servants in the field of foreign relations, defense, security forces, international trade and commerce, nuclear energy, energy production, distribution, banking, insurance, foreign exchange are the backbone of the government. Okay, these are the major sectors where the government takes the decision, political decision, and then they are being implemented by these administrative executives. Collector is appointed as the administrative head at district level. Okay, center you are having the prime minister, the state chief minister, then how it will reach to the grassroots level people, okay, to the ordinary people who is living in Bhojin or your local area. So all these policies at the local level, they are being implemented by these administrative executives. And district level you are having the collector, okay, Jila Seva Sadan, and whose office is in Jila Seva Sadan. When any policy comes for you, you might have seen district education officer. Okay, it has to be approved by the district education officer. Likewise, collector is appointed as the administrative head at district level, and office is at Jila Seva Sadan. And their expertise, knowledge, administrative insight, broad experience, prediction, administrative efficiency help them to carry out the administration effectively. So these are appointed posts. They come through various competitive exams. So they are very capable. They are having good knowledge and which help them to execute the policies in a better or effective way. From the organs of the government, the state executives acts as the brain behind the welfare of the people, whereas the administrative executive is like the limbs. An amicable relation between the political executives and the administrative executive is the prerequisite or the requirement for the smooth governance of the state. Okay, if the program and policies, they are welfare oriented, okay, the government has taken very good decisions for the welfare of the people, but if they are not being implemented properly by these administrative executives, then the purpose is marred or the government's purpose is not being solved. So there should be good relationship between the state executives and the political executives. The power and influence of the government is becoming more centered in the bureaucracy, means the administrative officials who implement or carry out the orders of the government. So there that is being somehow not being fulfilled if they are not being working properly. Nepotism, corruption, dishonesty, inefficiency, misconduct, escapism means not doing the work, finding excuses are the evils of bureaucracy or the administrative officials. They are not performing their duties properly. These are some of the reasons like nepotism, corruption, dishonesty. So to control such evils, Lokpal or Lokayukt is needed. Lokpal is there if any government officer, suppose you are district head, okay, DTO, district, he is not working properly or he is corrupt, so then their work can be checked through these organization like Lokpal or Lokayukt. To stop the corruption, Gujarat state government has started an entire separate department by the name of Anti-Corruption Bureau, means there should not be any corruption or the government policies which are being meant for the welfare of the people, they should reach to the people. And toll-free number is given. You can call if you find any such instances in your local area. So you can call, this is toll-free number and people can contact the number to file their complaints. Political stability is expected from the administrative system as there is a government comprising of different political parties. So how the government policies are being implemented, that also depends if there is government stability, okay, political stability. If the governments keep on changing, then they will change their programs and policies, so that the motive for which we are having the government at the state or the center, they are being elected for the welfare of the people. So that aim or purpose is not being fulfilled. The administrative system helps to excel the development of the government by implementing various development schemes and programs. Okay. So these administrative executives, they are very governance at the local level. So this we have discussed at the central level. We are having the president, vice president, prime minister and his council of ministers. And the state level we are having the chief minister, governor and his administrative system. Now to moving to the lowest level, we are having governance at the local level. Okay, it is extremely difficult to carry out the governance of the entire nation from a single place. Okay, if you are having that central level government, even you are not having the government at the state level, so it will be very difficult to carry on the programs and policies and they will reach to the ordinary people. Okay, because the central government will have too many responsibilities. So that's why the power is decentralized with the objective to timely solve various problems, needs, expectations and aspirations of the people. By decentralizing means the power is not being centralized at one point or at one place. Okay, that is being decentralized, that is being delegated or given at different levels. The power, the administration can be carried out easily and efficiently at the local level. The Institute of Local Self-Governance have emerged when the administration of a village, town or city is carried out by the representatives of the people elected by the locals in the local institution. Then such organizations are called Institute of Local Self-Governance. Okay, so that is the smallest organization of democracy because we are having the elected representatives at local level, and these local bodies, they are known as local self-governance. Means from the local people we elect one of them as our leader, and that is elected government at the local level. That's why they are known as local self-governance, for self, for our own rule, to fulfill our daily basis needs and requirements. Okay. For administrative efficiency of geographical reasons, the responsibility and functions of the government are divided into local organizations. Similarly, the municipality, municipal corporation are the institute of local self-governance of urban area. So these governance at the local level, they are being divided into two groups: government at the rural level and government at the urban level. Rural level, you are having the Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat. Okay, likewise at the urban level you are having municipality and municipal corporations. Okay, and urban area, and for villages one can find Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat and District Panchayat. Now, Institute of Local Self-Governance give the training which is available for election, voting duties, responsibilities, administration and ruling. Okay, so now they provide a kind of training. They can further move on. First at the first level, lowest level. Okay, it gives an opportunity of self-development as all the policies are implemented at the local level first. So it gives a chance to improve the leukemia, means a gap is there. If lower level and the upper level a gap is there, so it fills that gap. Okay, at the state level, and that government is not able to reach to the last person or to the local people. So this gap is being filled, or this leukemia is being filled by the local people. So therefore local self-rule organizations are known as the training schools and laboratory of constitutional improvement in a democracy. In 1992, in the entire country, similar Panchayati Raj and urban institution of local self-governments came into existence. Previously, it was not being uniform. Some of the states were having this Panchayati Raj system, but that was not being mandatory or compulsory. Now it is a uniform system across the country. All the states are having this Panchayati Raj system, or three-tier structure of Panchayati Raj. What is that? Institution of local self-governance at the rural level, Gram Panchayat, Taluka Panchayat and District Panchayat, that is administrative structure at the local level. Each organization is mutually joined from top to bottom, that you have discussed in your previous classes, how the Gram Panchayat is connected to the Taluka and Taluka to the District Panchayat. Okay, at all the levels of the Panchayati Raj, in order that the local development tasks, schemes and welfare oriented programs are carried out efficiently, these organizations are provided with required funds and means. There is a chief of District Panchayat and various chairmen of various committees we have discussed, like health committee, education committee, various committees functions at the local level. And whereas the administrative hand is the district development officer of District Panchayat, DDO. Okay, or head is the president, and the main office of the District Panchayat is situated as the district headquarters. And the leader of elected wing of Taluka Panchayat, that is again president, and administrative wing, that is Taluka Development Officer. Okay, for head of the District Panchayat is also the president, but administrative head, that is DDO, District Development Officer. Likewise, for political head elected by the people, that is the president, and administrative head, a appointed post by the government, salaried post, that is Taluka Development Officer. And at the lower level, Sarpanch is the representative elected by the people, and the administrative head is the Talatika Minister. Okay, at the lowest level, smallest organization of democracy. Okay, that is Gram Panchayat, functional at the local level, and Sarpanch is the elected head, whereas Talati cum minister, that is the appointed post by the government, and he handles the administration of the panchayat, the village in which election and the sarpanch are unanimously elected. Means election is not being carried out. Rather, without election, they are being chosen by the people as their representatives. So such villages are declared as samras villages, and they are being honored by a prize because the expenses of the election is being saved. So to motivate them further, they are being honored by a prize by the state governments. Now, Indian Constitution we have discussed. First is the legislature. Okay, we discussed in detail, and the second organ of the government, that is executive. So which is has two types, central level and state level. And again, state level you are having the institution of local self governance. Okay, now at the state level, central level we have discussed prime minister, president, vice president, prime minister and his council of minister. At the state level you are having the governor and the chief minister and the legislative assembly secretariat. Okay, and the local level you are having the institution of local self governance, which comprises of organizations of rural area and organizations of or institutions of urban area or urban level. Now, political executives which are being elected by the people through the process of voting. At a rural level, you are having Panchayati Raj, and now it is also three-tier structure. At the bottom, you are having the Gram Panchayat. Okay, so Sarpanch is elected by the people directly, and Talati cum minister, that is the appointed post by the government who looks after the administration. And Taluka Panchayat, again you are having the president and the vice president, which are being chosen among the elected members. Okay, and Taluka Development Officer, again it is the appointed post by the government who manages the administration or looks after the expenses or how the income is being generated to carry on all the policies and programs of the for the welfare of the people. Okay, at the highest level you are having the district panchayat, that is at the rural level. Okay, and again you are having the president and the vice president, and to look after the administration appointed post you are having the district development officer or the DDO. Okay, now the governance at the urban areas. Okay, urban institute of self governance. So these organizations came into existence after the 74th constitutional amendment. Previously it was not being uniform. This Panchayati Raj system was there according to the wish of the state governments. Some of the state governments were following that, but that was not uniform across the country. But after this 74th constitutional amendment, it is compulsory to have this Panchayati Raj system. Okay, in all the states of India, and urban areas were provided with the urban institute of self-governance as per the population of the area. Okay, so now they are being kept in different categories on the basis of the population of that area. At the first level, there is municipality. What is there in your Bhuj? Municipality. Okay. At the second level, there is municipal corporation. If the bigger area is larger and the population is more, then you will have the municipal corporation, and then you are having the like Ahmedabad, bigger city, Mahanagar, mega city Nigam. In all the three wings of the urban institute of self-governance, a mayor is elected from the majority wing. Okay, apart from these, the chairman of various committees and corporators as per various wards, or each area of the city is being divided into wards from where people of different political parties or even as independent candidate, they contest the elections and become the members of these organizations. Okay, ward wise reservation for women and reserve caste is maintained. As you already know, 33% seats are being reserved for women in these local self governments, and moreover some seats are being reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So accordingly these elections are being contested. Various committees carry out various responsibilities of many fields in a decentralized manner. Means power is not being centralized at one place. The work is being delegated. Okay. Now various work are being performed by all these local self-government organizations, like city planning. Okay, how the city can become a better place, or the well organized or developed place. Land reforms, roads. Now you can see all of, when you move out to the Bhuj city, the road construction work is being going on. So who is doing all that work? That work is being done by the local self government, or like in your city, Bhuj city, you are having the municipality. Okay, bridges, flyovers, bridge construction, water management, sewage management, civil development, environmental facility, fire department service, education, health, culture and entertainment, cityscape development. Okay, out of the city area that is not being developed or that is dirty. Okay, so all these things are being looked after by the local self government. Okay, development of morgue means building where the dead bodies are being kept, crematorium, graveyard, removal of slum, overall development etc of the city or that particular area, that is being looked after by this urban institute of self governance. And they are, how they are being managed, they need money to carry out all these work, so they collect fund from people under the public private partnership, PPP. You might have seen when they are playing the toll tax and all that. Okay, so even the taxes are being collected, even you are having this water supply, your your parents must be going to the municipality and paying that water tax, even that electricity tax. Okay, so they are collecting fund from various tax. And the administrative head of municipal corporation, that is known as municipal commissioner, and under him there are zones heads having technical and administrative knowledge and various offices. So when there is cordial relation, a good relationship between the administrative wing and the political wing, then the work can be carried out in a better way, and the motive behind of each policy and program, that is the welfare of the people, that can be achieved if they are having cordial relation and they are working in accordance the policies and programs which are meant for the welfare of the people. Okay, accordingly if they are doing, so that motive can be achieved. And the next organ of the government, that is judiciary. So Constitution of India has accepted the ideas that all citizens should get social, economic and political justice. Okay, so after a long struggle, after a long slavery of British rule, so it was being felt that there should be social, economic and political justice which should be given to the each citizen of country. Thereby, a just and equitable social order can be established. Everyone is equal. Okay, if any person breaks any law, then he is either punished or fined by the judiciary. You are not following the law, what will happen? You will be punished by the judiciary. And moreover, the judiciary checks whether the laws are in accordance with the constitutional provision. Any law is being formulated that can be challenged in the court if it is not according to the constitution. Okay, and if the law is not consistent with the constitution, it declares the law unconstitutional and void. Okay, so any law that is being formulated by the political executives and that is not in accordance with the constitution, that can be challenged. Even the judiciary can declare that unconstitutional and void. Okay, that will not be implemented. Okay, if federal system powers and functions are divided among the unit states and center, it is the function of the judicial systems to see that both the center and the state government carry out their work without interfering with each other's work. Many a times you might have seen there is tussle between the state and the state central government, especially regarding the distribution of water, because a river originates from one place and flows through many states. Okay, so all these, if there is not cordial relation between the state and the center, and if they are not being satisfied any of the law or any of the functioning of the central government, or the central government is not satisfied with any of the programs, policies or function of the state government, that can be challenged in the court. And when any dispute arise between the center and the unit state, then they are solved by the Supreme Court. The Indian judiciary is continuous and linear. At the top, at the center level, there is Supreme Court, and the middle state level High Court, and the bottom there are trial, civil and criminal courts and various subordinate courts. Okay, this we have discussed in detail. So here we come to an end to our topic. do revise the topic very well. By the time we meet in the next session. Thank you.